A Merchant Credit Card Status Guide. Chapter 1. A Merchant Credit Card Status Guide. Merchant Credit Card Status Info. You can apply directly to American Express and discover for merchant status, the ability to accept credit cards, but you have to get Visa and MasterCard through a bank, independent sales organization/ISO or a merchant credit card processor. If a bank turns you down, keep trying. They're all independent companies offering the same services. There are 5 major ways you can collect online payments. Credit cards. ACH or direct debit from a checking account. Charge to cell phone. Cash. Charge to home phone or 900 number. Prepaid credit or debit card. The big credit cards like Visa and MasterCard are organizations that license banks and companies to issue credit cards which they make money on by charging people interest for using them plus late fees, etc. You, as a merchant or seller, either get a merchant credit card account from a bank or you get a third-party processor like PayPal.com to manage your transactions for a fee. Credit card issuers have several factors they use to assess the risk a business is. Some factors are as follows. Factors that affect risk are: card not present, CNP, all online transactions are CNP. Anybody can use stolen credit card numbers. It's easy. It's a high-risk transaction. Age of business, the older your business, the lower the risk. Annual revenues, the more money you bring in the better. Size of transactions, the greater the transaction size, the higher your risk. Chargeback history, if you get a lot of chargebacks, the credit card issuer will either increase your fees or pull your status. If you use a third-party processor, they own the customer data. If you decide to switch processors later, you are going to want that data. As a business, you want to accept the major credit cards but also to accept direct debit from checking accounts as well as mobile phone charging and cash payments. The easier it is for a consumer to get a refund from you, the less likely they are to charge back the credit card, meaning less hassles with your credit card company. Your bank account can get your credit card transactions deposited anywhere from once per day or as little as once every 2 weeks. It will cost you from 3% to 5%, but you must have this service available for your customers if you want to stay in business. The important thing here is to ultimately set up your account in the bank that will service all of these credit transactions for you, one stop for all your banking needs. In most instances, you'll find that having the capability to fill orders/make sales via credit card transactions will increase your volume of sales appreciatively. If a local bank won't do it, check others for leads and check the ads of money-making magazines for ads. You can seriously increase your orders by accepting credit cards as payment, especially if you're on the internet. It's easy and convenient for the customer, and that makes it more likely for them to order. The only problem is that it's hard for a business, especially a small business, to gain the ability to accept credit cards. Banks are very reluctant to authorize credit card acceptance mainly because they have been burned too many times by fraudulent businesses. The merchant bank allows the retailer or merchant to accept credit card payments from customers. Banks or financial institutions have strict regulations regarding issuing a merchant account. When the merchant gets merchant credit card status, he or she rents or buys special software or hardware, a processing terminal, to process transactions. If you can't get a merchant account from a bank, a merchant broker might be able to get you one. Brokers charge an upfront setup fee and then lease or sell the transaction equipment. Banks and brokers typically charge a percentage fee for every transaction completed, generally from 2 to 7%. Some merchant credit card systems offer immediate automated transaction processing while the customer waits. Others offer manual processing, which collects payment information which is later manually processed. In any case, if you're serious about being in business, the cost to buy these processing equipment will be much cheaper than renting it in the long run. With the point-of-sale terminal, you just punch in the numbers, expiration date, and amount of sale. When you send this information, the processor, using a phone line, transmits the information and sends back either an approval code number or a decline, rejection. The most common fees are as follows. Count rate. A fixed percentage taken from every credit card sale transaction. Visa and MasterCard take from 2 to 4%, Discover and American Express take more. Monthly fees. Internet merchant account fee. Chargebacks or holdbacks. Your bank or MAP may hold back, or reserve, a percentage of your transaction receipts to cover any contested charges in the future. They will debit your account for all chargeback fees against your account that are successfully contested. Credit card holders have the right to contest charges on their statements based on dissatisfaction with the product or service, fraudulent use of the card by someone else or error. When they contest the charge successfully, a chargeback occurs, the merchant pays back the charge to the issuing bank and probably a fee like a bounced check fee. Bankers are the biggest vendors of merchant credit services. Other options are trade associations and business groups, then go to the most expensive brokers if you can't get an account any other way. Many businesses go on, accepting only cash, checks, or money orders for payment and miss out on the added sales they would get through credit cards. There is a way for businesses that can't get bank authorization to accept credit cards. The easiest way is to work with an independent sales organization, ISO, which acts as a middleman between small businesses and banks. They will charge an additional fee for each transaction, so you will be paying a bit more than the standard percentage charged for credit card transactions. There will also be an application fee. Here are the typical charges to expect. Application fees. Usually, these range from $95 to $400 and may or may not be refundable. Point of sale terminal purchase or lease. The terminal you use to process the charge and check for fraudulent numbers is usually available from a bank for around $300. You will only be able to get this price if a bank authorizes you. If working through an ISO, prices will range from $400 to even as high as $1,500. You can usually lease the terminal at an average of $45/month. The best thing to do is to find an ISO that will provide computer software that can be used in place of a terminal. This will usually cost only around $150. Service fees. Banks charge between 2% and 5% for processing a credit card purchase. ISOs charge higher, usually 3% to 7%. They also usually charge a per transaction fee of 20 to 25 cents and a monthly statement fee of $5 to $10. ISOs only want to work with legitimate businesses and ones that will stay with them for a long period of time. If a business can afford these fees, they are considered less of a risk. The important thing to do is to shop around for an ISO. Get as much information as you can about each ISO you are considering and read it thoroughly. Look for hidden charges and unreasonable requirements. Check out the ads in the money-making/business magazines offering merchant credit card status. Merchant credit card companies. Here is a list of some of the ISOs you may want to consider. Try your local banks and your trade/professional association for merchant credit card services first before you go to outside services, which are usually more expensive. Alta Financial Services. 1839 Alma School Road. Number 226. Mesa, AZ 852-10. 800-684-4010. 602-491-4010. Fax, 602-491-4910. Accepts small businesses. American Express. Establishment Services. 800-445-2639. AmericanExpress.com. American Home Business Association. 4505 S. Wasatch Boulevard. SLC Utah 84124. 800-664-2422. HomeBusiness.com. HomeBusinessWorks.com. Bancard, Inc. 1233 Sherman Drive. Longmont, Colorado 80501. 800-666-66 7575. Capital 1. 888-270-4302. Card Service International. 26775 Malibu Hills Road, Agora Hills, California 91301. 800-456-5989. ChecksNet. 800-377-4026. Chittenden Bank. Merchants VC at chittenden.com. Chittenden.com. Accepts small businesses. Discover.com. 800-347-6673. EMS Global, Echo Network. Electronic Merchant Systems Global. 9212 E Montgomery. Number 202. Spokane, Washington 99206. 800-757-5453. 509-924-6812. Entrepreneurs of America. 800-533-2665. Executive Bank Card Services. 4113 Scotts Valley Drive. Number 100. Scotts Valley, California 95066. 831-440-1437. Fax, 831-440-1433. Financial Alliance. 800-928-2273. United Publishing Group. 12905 S. 71st Highway. Number 304. Grandview, Missouri 64030. 816-761-6436. Fax, 816-767-8482. BusinessToolbox.com. U.S. Merchant. 888-207-5110. Credit Card Processing Machines and Software. Electran.org, Electronic Transaction Association. 101 ECOMMERCESTOREBUILDERSOFTWARE.com. 2CHECKOUT.com. 911SOFTWARE.com. ACCEPT-CREDIT-CARDS-INC.com. ACIWorldwide.com. Adflex.co.uk. OryxEstems.com. Autoclerk.com. BargainTerminals.com. CardAndyCheckServices.com. CardPay.net. CardService.com. ccps.biz/soft.html. Charge.com, free software. ClearCommerce.com. echo-inc.com/echoware.html. CollectivePOS.com. ConsilienceSoftware.com. CORecard.com. CreditCardProcessingInc.com. CreditCardSoftware.net. Curbstone.com. CustomPayment.com. Cybersource.com. echo-inc.com. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/tpf, transaction processing systems. Fastcharge.com. gomsg.com. governmentcard.com. hypercom.com. icverify.com. informationdesigns.com. intaceinternationalx.com. iposltd.com. jdetips.com/creditcard.asp. cashbox.com. maximized.com. merchant-accountants.com. merchant-accountants.us. merchantcreditprocessing.com. merchantequip.com. merchantexpress.com. merchantexpress.com/credit_card_processing_software.htm. merchantlogic.com. moneriz.com. moneare.com. netmerchantservices.com. newbusinessadvisor.com. nobouncedchecks.net. novainfo.com. ntctexas.com, opnecho.com, paybutton.com, paymentonline.com, paintsystems.com, 800-809-1989, paintsystems.com/html/equipment_list.htm, payzys.com, psin.com, software to run a mail order business, posprofits.com, posscribble.com, protobase.com, protex.com, quickbooks.com, readyinc.com, rental-network.com/ccprocessing.aspx, resavenew.com, revtrack.com/merchant.htm, ronwaters.com, roundtablesoftwarex.com, semicron.com, shift.com, sitecarts.com, sunvirtual.com, sysonline.com, sysonline.com/easyverify, threva.com, totalpaymentsystems.com, trustcommerce.com, uscreditcardequipment.com, webscalaba.com, wonderpay.com, x-charge.com. Chapter 2. Merchant Credit Card Security. The business owner getting fraudulent credit card orders. As a website business owner, you have to be wary that potential customers are not scamming you with stolen credit card numbers. Some things to watch out for are: large orders, orders from outside your home country, orders with emails not from an ISP but one of the free ones like Hotmail or Yahoo, orders where there are multiples of popular items like 2 VCRs, 3 TVs, 2 digital cameras, etc. Orders with a different shipping address than what is on the credit card. Orders where the customer doesn't include a phone number or includes a fake one. Check through reverse telephone directory websites. Suspicious billing address that looks made up like 6767 Smith Avenue. The customer tells you to leave an expensive package at the door. The customer orders express shipping. The customer places an expensive order. Orders from Eastern Europe and some parts of Asia like Pakistan, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Pakistan. In Africa, Nigeria seems to have a lot of fraud. Chargebackexperts.com, eliminate fraud disputes. 866-530-6556. Merchant Credit Card Security. Most people who do business with a credit card are not trying to rip the merchant off unless it's for a high-ticket item worth more than $200. You can instill a number of extra security precautions on your credit card merchant account. The first feature is real-time address verification. This is used mostly by people who sell by mail order, either through a website or a toll-free telephone number. If the address the buyer gives you is different from the address the credit card is addressed for, the credit card company computer will tell you. Then you can either ask him or her why, okay the transaction anyway, or reject it. You can turn this option on or off quite easily. Most credit cards have additional verification numbers on the back. American Express's numbers are on the front. You simply ask for them in order to weed out whether this person is using a stolen credit card number without actual possession of the card. Antifraud.com/tips.htm, atomicsoftware.com, cybersource.com, farisaac.com, gozoftincture.com/products, iauthorizer.com, icverify.com, 800-666-5777, otginc.com, verifone.com, verisign.com, worldpay.com. Fraud screening software for business owners. There is fraud software that has the ability to detect credit card fraud, workplace theft, identity theft, do background checks on potential new employees, etc. ProSecurityZone.com, silicon.com/security, forums.indiegamer.com/archive/index.php/t-7832.html, actinic.co.uk/tutorials/actinic-payments-fraud-screening.htm. avangate.com. choicepointinc.com. chronopay.com, Internet payment service provider, accept online payments, small business fraud prevention. computerweekly.com/home/tags/national-fraud.htm. emetrics.com, e-commerce provider, shopping with state-of-the-art fraud screening. fraudbreaker.com. i2inc.com. i-sight.com/fraud-software. Chapter 3. Merchant Account Websites. Merchant Account Resources. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/payment_service_provider. Electronics Transactions Association. 3101 Broadway. Number 585. KC, Missouri 64111. 800-695-5509. Most ISOs belong to this trade organization. electraen.org. National Merchants Association. nationalmerchants.com. upgradedpoints.com. Credit cards. List of credit card companies. List of major credit card companies and networks. nacca.com. NACA, Merchant Accounts, Merchant Services, Payment Solutions. nacm.org. National Association of Credit Management. cardpaymentoptions.com. Credit card processors. cfna.com. Payment Solutions. Merchant account websites. Your local bank should offer you credit and debit card processing services. If not, try other banks. And finally, merchant credit card services which charge higher fees than the banks. Capital Corp. merchantbanking.com. businessknowhow.com/money/tips5.htm, how to evaluate credit card processing companies. payment-processing.webhelpguide.com. 1studentedbankfl.com/b_merchant.htm. 53.com. acceptcreditcards.com. acs-cvp.com. amerimerchant.tv. americanexpress.com/homepage/merchant. atcbilling.com, Automated Transactions Corp. atsbank.com. authorize.net. authorizenet.com. avcmerchants.com. ballisticmerchantservices.com. bankcardusa.com. buyerzone.com. cardserve.com. cardservice.com. cardservice-intl.com, Internet Merchant Account. cardservicesales.com. cardservicesales.com. cardweb.com. cashfinder.com. casolutions.net/credit_debit.html. cbill.com. cccpink.com, Custom Credit Card Processing, Inc. charge.com. charge.com, 800-7 Merchant. citizensbank.com/bb/merchant_services.aspx. collectivepos.com. comerica.com. costco.com, the Big Warehouse Club offers merchant accounts. creditpro.com. csigoldcoast.com. csrsi.com. cybercash.com. cybersource.com. dinersclub.com, 800-432-1160. discoverbiz.com, click apply online, 800-347-6673. dreamsr.us/mpi.html. echo-inc.com, 800-233-0406. electronictransfer.net/merchant_account_questions.htm. encore-ems.coop. entrepreneur.com. e-wisdom.com. fasttransactonline.com. financialexpress.com, firstdata.com, firstdata.com, firstnationalmerchants.com, first-trans.com/sitemap.htm, fump.com, First National Merchant Solutions, freecreditcardprocessing.com, getmerchantcards.com, globalmerchantcards.com, globalpaymentsinc.com, globill-systems.com, Global Payment Systems, gomerchant.com, huntington.com, iBill.com, iccbank.com, icw.com/cardserv/crdsrv.html, imsmerchant.com, internetretailer.com, internetsecure.com, internetsecure.com, accept credit cards through isquare.com, jetpayms.com, key.com, key.com, Key Merchant Services, kickstartcard.com, marketingtips.com/creditcards, merchant account, marketplatforms.com/payingwithplastic/people, mastercard.com, mastercard.com, mcsbank.com/merchantprocessing.htm, mcssl.com, merchant-account-4u.com, merchantaccountblog.com, merchant-account-international.com, merchant-account-quotes.com, merchant-account-resource.com, merchant accounts newsandinfo.com, merchant-account-tusa.us, merchantanywhere.com, merchantbillofrights.com/resources-expert.asp, merchantchoiceusa.com, merchantexpress.com, merchants.nextag.com, merchantservices.com, merchant-systems.com, merchantsystems.com/products/ma/atm.htm, merchantwarehouse.com, credit card processing equipment and software, merchantworks.com, list of companies, mhbn.com/echoapp, they offer a free service for home business owners, no upfront fees, just a percentage commission, mktmkt.com, moneris.com, merchant credit and debit processing, Canada, monstermerchantaccount.com, netbanx.com, newtkreferrals.com, nextdayfunding.com, nomerchantacct.com, offshore-tax-haven.com, openmarket.com, optimalpayments.ca, parapublishing.com, book on the subject, paybycheck.com, paymentech.com, paymentech.net, paymentmall.com, paymentnet.com, paymentresource.com, paymentresource.com/fin_cardaccept.html, paymentsnews.com, paymentusa.com, pma-online.org/benefits/creditcard.cfm, Publishers Marketing Association, Merchant Acceptance Credit Card Processing, pnbindia.com/debitcard.htm, primaxpayments.com, cygate.com, quickregister.net/creditcards.html, reg.net, rockmall.com/secure.htm, scsoffshore.com, sitecheck.com/exclu.htm, siteky.com, smartcardrate.com, smithbarney.com/products_services, sterlingzavangsbank.com/site/merchant_services_faq.html, studio.webdesign.com/featured_clients/accept-credit-cards.html. sunvirtual.com. tiakpayment.com. tamiaminc.evsholdingco.com. techweb.com. tmsmerchant.com/merchant_services.html. totalmerchantservices.com. tricountiesbank.com/business/merchant-card.aspx. usa-merchantaccountant.com. verisign.com. verisign.com/products/payment. veritel.com/index.html. visa.com. wachovia.com. web-charge.com. wellsfargo.com. worldpay.com. x-cart.com. Canadian merchant account websites. collectivepos.com/merchant-account. arvicsecure.com.